Namaste. Open up to the Spirit. Open up to the One. Open up to the Spirit. Let thy will be done. All of the promises I pray are pouring on me every day. When I open up to the Spirit, open up. Well, I've got a body and I've got a soul, and I've got more love than I know how to hold. Well, I got a window of time on this earth to celebrate my birth and connect to this power that makes me. It's a power that makes me whole. Open up to the Spirit. Open up to the One. Open up to the Spirit. Let thy will be done. All of the promises I pray are pouring on me every day. When I open up to the Spirit, open up. From out of the heavens there comes a light I know, and it's piercing this darkness where I sometimes go. When I am blind, I've lost my way. Oh, I cannot see God's face, but I feel that light come shining. It's a light that won't let go. Open up to the Spirit. Open up to the One. Open up to the Spirit. Let thy will be done. And all of the promises I pray are pouring on me every day. When I open up to the Spirit, open up. Let's go up. Open up to the Spirit. Open up to the One. Open up to the Spirit. Let thy will be done. All of the promises I pray are pouring on me every day. I open up to the Spirit. Open up to the Spirit. Open up to the Spirit. Open up.
Meg Rain, opening us up to the Spirit. Hallelujah. All right.
Oh, so we're coming into heart to heart. It's time to join hearts and hands, and we're going to feel our heartbeat and wake up to share in the love. It's called Heart to Heart. Heart to heart, we're making it heart to heart in the web of life. Heart to heart, wake up to share in this love. Share, voice to voice, we're bringing it voice to voice. All of creation, voice to voice, sing out to share in this love. Share, beating God's own drum. You look so beautiful. Beating God's own drum. Spirit is rising. Spirit is rising. Heart to heart, we're making it heart to heart. It's the web of life, heart to heart. Wake up and share in this love. Share. Hand to hand, we're reaching out, hand to hand. Cross the great divide, hand to hand, with the bravest teaching, share love, share. Beating God's own drum. Beating God's own drum. Come on, man. Wow. Take a deep breath now and let it out with a sigh.
That's a Red Rain tune. Great job, choir. Well done. Okay, if you are comfortable to stay standing and join the hand of the person next to you, this is Shirley the President.
I can feel God's mighty power and Lord is in this place because you are the presence of God. You are the living expression of the divine. Let's just take that in for a moment. I am divine. As we remember today to let go of that which no longer serves our higher good, that which only serves the human tendencies of behavior, we let go, we release, we let love remind us of who we are. And so it is. Amen. And I would like to invite Amy Joslin, who I get to share the podium along with my fellow co-leader, Rena David, today. So very honored to be here. Thank you, Amy.
Good morning, everyone. Brian, am I on? I mean, I know I'm on, but am I on? All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity on the River. I am Amy Jocelyn, and it is my honor and privilege to be facilitating the service today for Rena David and Tom Peony. I want to welcome everyone to this day, and I also would like everyone to just take a turn and wave and welcome the streamers. Thank you. We're so glad that they're here joining us in this experience. And we also want to take the time to welcome anyone who is serving. This is my first time doing this, and I'm a little nervous, can you tell? Breathe, right? Okay. So this is the time that we do want to welcome anyone who is serving, anyone who is visiting, that's it, visiting with us for the first time. If you would just raise your hand. Our ushers have an awesome welcome packet and a flower that they would love to give you. And if you could take the time to fill out that information on the front of your welcome packet and bring it to our Spiritual Resource Center. And if you have any questions, we can answer them for you. And also, this is really cool, you also get a 10% discount in the bookstore if you bring your welcome packet out there. So thank you. We do have, and now is the time that we talk about our core values and our mission statement. So Unity on the River is a center of celebration, inspiration, transformation, spirit-centeredness, and joy. And please join me in stating our mission statement. We are a vibrant spiritual community that celebrates the presence in all and awakens humanity to its divinity. And our vision statement, centered in love, we joyously co-create a world of oneness, peace, and harmony. Alrighty. And am I doing Namaste now, or am I doing? Okay, this is the time in our service. Announcements, well, that's, okay, yeah. All right, we're getting all those bugs out in this year so that we can step forward confidently into the new year ahead, right? So we have some really awesome classes coming up. And should I forget any of the details, they are in your bulletin, and you can always come out to the Spiritual Center, the Spiritual Resource Center. People love to talk about what's going on there, so please join us. All right, so upcoming classes for the month of January. Saturday, January 6th, 9 to 12, and Sunday, January 7th, 12 to 1, Gina Jeunesse class, Compassionate Communication. Gina, I know I saw you here. Do you want to just stand up so people will know who you are? Yay! Please join Gina for this hands-on class where you'll learn new ways to navigate conflict and experience an amazing shift others have said have contributed to their being able to talk and listen and problem solve with greater ease and compassion. This class is open to everyone, but it also counts for a qualifier for our incoming Board of Trustee members, and it's a suggested love offering of $40. And the world can't change unless we do, right? This is a great opportunity to really find new ways to deal with conflict and to create peace in our world. Just a plug in there. And then we have a class with me. Amy Jocelyn will be offering a class on how to pray without talking to God. That's based on the book by Linda Martello Winslet, the Vice President of Silent Unity. This class will be running from it's January 14th through the first week in February, 1 to 3:30. It's a 4-session class. If you've struggled with prayer at all, if you've come from a tradition where you did a lot of like Hail Marys and Our Fathers and all of that, and you want a new way of praying that really celebrates and recognizes your divine nature, this is the class for you. It also really supports me. I am a licensed Unity teacher candidate, and I need people to come up to my class so that I can practice all the cool things that I learned at Unity Village. So again, that will be for 4 weeks in February. And then we also have Leslie Smith is living her passion and teaching a connection practice, and that'll be January 14th at 12. And then at nighttime, the 16th and the 18th at 7 p.m. There's also more information at that at the Spiritual Resource Center. And then Holiday Undecorating with Peter Stringham on January 6th at 12 p.m. If you are someone who enjoys creating order, this is a job for you. Please see Peter. I know he would love your help. And then, wait, there's more, all right? So then we have the community potluck on January 7th after service, and that Sunday will be our white stone ceremony with Reverend Ogun Holder. So that's our second part of the ritual. Today we're going to be releasing and letting go, and next week we'll be claiming a new divine nature for ourselves. All right, now if it doesn't get any better than that, our founding minister, Rev. Shipley Allenson, is coming back to speak on January. Yes! Woohoo! She'll be here on January 14th at our 10 a.m. service. If you have not experienced Shipley, you definitely want to come for that day. Shipley makes God fun. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll learn something new. All right. Peter, am I talking about our angels? Okay. All right. Thank you. Now is the time. Now is the time in our service where we greet each other. And I really invite you to take a look into each other's eyes and say namaste. The divine I am meets and recognizes the divine that you are. Namaste.
Well, good morning. So today is really one of my favorite times of the year. Not only because it's 2 days after my birthday, but because really intentionally today is all about letting go of the past, forgiving, and just releasing. And so how many have experienced a burning bowl before? Okay, so you know what you're up for. For those of you that don't, so everybody in the bulletin has a little piece of flash paper. So don't be careful when you open it so it doesn't fall out. It's very delicate. And After the explanation, a little bit of discussion, my co-leader, Rena David, will lead us into meditation. And during that meditation, we can, it'll help bring up those ideas, those concerns, those beliefs that we have about ourselves that we'd like to let go. And then we'll write that on the flash paper, and then we'll come up systematically. The prayer chaplains will lead us up. And then we'll actually symbolically burn and release. And I'll explain that a little bit later. I just wanted to bring my stuff. I brought my stuff with me. Now, I've been to a few of these. I've been coming here since 2009, so this is number 8. So I've whittled it down, thank God. But you know, to remember Matthew 18:21, when Peter asked Jesus, Lord, how many times should I forgive? 7 times? And what did Jesus said? Not 7, but 7 times 7. It goes on ad infinitum, right? So there's just a few. I mean, you know, I've got old running shirts, you know, from my first half marathon from 10 years ago. You know, I don't know why I hang on to that. It doesn't fit me anymore, by the way. But there's some kind of like symbolic thing that I'm going to lose if I get rid of it. Like maybe it didn't really mean anything. Maybe I didn't run the race. Maybe what? What does it mean today? Some of the old beliefs. This one, you know, keeps coming up. I don't know why. Not enough. Don't have enough money. Don't have enough stuff. I'm not good enough. I'm not like him. I'm not like her. I'm not. So that's going into the fire. You know? One that always comes up every year, I got to lose 20 pounds. So what I'm going to let go of is not only with the weight, it's going to be the idea that this physical body is who I am. So I'm letting go of the idea that I am this body. And I'll be taking on, I have a body. And then I'll take care of that body. So that goes in the fire. My exes, no, not my ex-business partner, my ex-customers, my ex-friends, you know, all those that deserted me, left me high and dry, or whatever resentment I'm holding on to, I'm going to let that go again. And my wife's going to like this one. She's here today. I was right. I was Now, there's a whole slew of them, and they're all the same. I was right. I was right. I'm always right. You don't understand. I'm letting all that go. I'm not holding on to that. We know that's not true. Last year's New Year's resolutions. I didn't get it done. Resistance. It's my favorite one. Resistance. Resistance to change. Resistance to take the next step. Resistance to give without conditions. Resistance to receive. Resistance to receive graciously. To love generously. To connect with my community. Letting go of resistance. What else is in here? It's happened before. It pulls me right in, you know. All right, these are the big ones here. Shame, guilt, resentment, and passive aggression. letting those go. I came up with an acronym. You'll like this one, hon. It's called SCRAP. Shame, guilt, resistance, aggression passively. Okay. It works. Going in the fire. All right. So we'll deal with this. So how this is going to work, you have the little piece of flash paper. And you can feel free to write whatever comes up for you when it comes up. Verena's going to lead us into a meditation, which is really going to help us go deep and remind us that there's more to us than this physical aspect of beingness, that there's a true sense of self. And then during that meditation and after the meditation, you can take out your little piece of flash paper. It's got to be written on the flash paper. You can feel free to write on anything you want, but this is going to go in the fire. This is the only thing that can go in the fire. Okay, we'll have some sterno going here. And then after we are ready, the prayer chaplains who are stationed in the aisles are going to start and lead you from the back down through the aisles. You come down to the center. And you can release your ideas, thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, habits, whatever you want, whatever you've written. Burn it in the fire, and let it go. And then we'll exit back through the altar and then around the sanctuary, back to your seats. Everybody got that? Flash paper only, please. No manuals, no diaries, no. It's got to be written on flash paper to be safe.
And there is a cord right here, so when you walk by, please be careful.
Do a little intro. Okay. So I invite you to just get centered. Meg's going to lead us into a little song, and then Rena will come up and lead us into meditation.
This is the oldest mantra in the world. It's Gate Gate Parasum Gate Bodhisattva. And it means beyond, beyond I go, and I never leave God. So even as you let go of all of that you let go of, you never leave your God self, the I am presence.
patient, become centered, feet on the ground, allowing the chair to support you fully as the universe does. This meditation is the Ho'oponopono. It is the prayer of oneness. It is to the divine. It is to yourselves. It is for another. So I invite you to close your eyes. You can rest your hand on your heart if you're comfortable with that. And breathe. Breathe deeply into the now, for there is only now. Into that place of all-knowing. And we say, I love you. I love God. I love life. I love the divine. I love myself. I love another. Breathe in to love, for that is all there is. I love you. The divine says it in every breath. To the beloved, from the beloved, I love you. I am sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry that I forgot my divinity. I am sorry for that fleeting moment of human negativity. I am sorry that I forgot that it's all good. You're good. I am good. It is all good. It is all God. I am sorry. I am sorry I forgot that love is all there is, ever was, or ever will be. Love. I am sorry. I'm sorry I hurt you unknowingly. I hurt myself too. I am sorry. Please forgive me. As I forgive you. Forgiveness is love, letting go. When you let go, you let love in. Please forgive me. I forgive you. And in love, there is nothing to forgive. Love. Forgive me. Love forgives me. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank Thank you for loving me. Thank you for seeing my humanness. Thank you for holding my divinity when I forgot. Thank you for letting me love you through it all. Thank you. Thank you for bringing to light what I need to release, what no longer serves the highest and the greatest good, the best of what we are, who I am, who you are, and allowing the God is. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. As I forgive myself. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. As we bring up the prayer box, now would be a good time, if you feel so compelled to do so, on your flash paper. Is there anyone that needs flash paper or a pencil? Raise your hand if you're ready. We hold the prayers in this box. These dear, dear souls in our hearts. And we see them releasing what no longer serves them. And we hold them in their highest and greatest and best as the divine created us and them, all of us. I invite you, if you would like to have someone held in prayer, to say their names out loud. And we affirm wholeness, health, and divinity, the great abundance, love itself, and so it is. Amen. Prayer chaplains, can you stand, please? Thank you. So the prayer chaplains will be acting as ushers, starting at the back. A reminder, from the back, coming up these aisles and exiting behind the choir. So you can bring forth the first row, please. I would move the fire away from the fire. And I will demonstrate. Amen. Michael. Oh, okay. Jenny. No, this way. Let's lean him here.
Bodhisattva. sumgate bodhisva. Gate, gate, paragate, parasumgate bodhisva. Gate, gate, paragate, parasumgate bodhisva. I release. Gate, gate, paragate, parasumgate bodhisva. I let go. Gate, gate, paragate, parasumgate only God. Gate, gate, paragate, parasungate, bodhisattva. The infinite presence of God. Gate, gate, paragate, parasungate, bodhisattva. 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 Let's hum it. Gate, gate, paragate, parasungate, bodhisattva. 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 Gate, gate, paragate, parasungate, bodhisattva.
Gently release, lovingly, knowing that these conditions, these behaviors, these ideas, these thoughts, these judgments are all human tendencies that we release and let go, knowing they do not serve our greater and higher good. Knowing that from time to time these human tendencies may come back, will come back, the ideas, and we remember that we gently release them, we lovingly let them go, to take on a new paradigm, a new belief, a new love. And we just give thanks, knowing that every moment is for my divine awakening. And so it is. Amen. And I'll invite Amy Jocelyn to come back up. Lead us into our tithe and offering.
I just released the idea that I forgot to tell you that you guys actually have to bring the food for the potluck. So please bring in foods, except for the person that makes those really good brownies. I just released them in the burning bowl, so please don't bring the brownies. Alrighty, so I'd like just to take a moment to recognize our awesome, beautiful, spirit-scented chaplains, if they could stand. please know that they are available to hold a prayer of concern or a prayer of gratitude, or just simply sit in the silence with you, that they are here to acknowledge the divine that you are. And everything that's said to them is held in strictest confidence. Thank you, chaplains. And we have a home and hospital prayer chaplains as well, that will do home visits or visit people in the hospital. Is Annie here this morning? Could a member of the hospital team, Nancy, I thought I saw Catherine here too, also, excellent. If you have any questions, see them, if you know anyone that needs a visit. Also, in the back of the room, we have our prayer chest. If you'd like to fill out a prayer form, we have prayer forms available, and then our prayer team holds those prayers for 30 days, and then we send them also to Silent Unity, where they hold them for another 30 days beyond that. We also have a dedicated prayer line, and you can submit prayers online as well. All right. Now is the time that you release any leftover funds that you have by practicing that divine law of circulation. And we will affirm our blessing of the tithing and offerings. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we'll invite the ushers to step forward. And I'll also just want to recognize our angels that we're recognizing this week are Sharon and Santa, Jay and Karen, and Tim and Brian. Thank you.
And in that spirit of forgiveness that we just went through, of letting go and forgiving, I'll sing the song, Forgive Me. Forgive me for all the times I was unkind. Forgive me for all the times I was so blind. Forgive me for all the times I could not find the truth. Forgive me for my human fall. Forgive me all. Forgive me when I cannot recall the truth. For separate is such a lonely place. It has no future, it has no face. Where is the hope? Where is the faith alone? Forgive me for all the times I am so blind. Forgive me for all the times I am unkind. Forgive me for all the times I cannot find the truth. Forgive me for my human fall. Forgive me the all and all. Forgive me when I cannot recall the truth. Separate is such a lonely place.
Beautiful. Thank you, Meg. The ushers bring up the offerings. We receive these gifts graciously, openly, and lovingly, knowing that they've been given lovingly, openly, generously. We see these gifts going out to do the work of this ministry, going out into our community as we tithe to our local of those in need, and goes on to help support the bigger mission of love. And so we just say thank you. And so it is. I think we have one more song, right? So I just wanted to remind everyone that in your bulletin, there is a little card that you can bring with you, the Ho'oponopono prayer. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Knowing that as time to time when things come up, we can practice this forgiveness prayer to release that energy that we take on. So I invite you to take those home with you, carry them around. It's one of my favorites.
Before we move on to our closing song, I want you all to turn your eyes to the back wall and look at Mr. Brian Dozer. And there's our new soundboard. Yay! Thank you so much, everyone who gave and helped us to really make that happen. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. 'Cause there was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go, let it go, let it all go. And this is what okay, we won't have the kids in today, so let's all wave to them. And we're going to do Let There Be Peace on Earth. Join hands with folks. Here we go.
Peace begin with me as we say the prayer of protection to carry with us all days. The light of God surrounds us.
We are the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
We are the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
We are the power of God.
And the presence of God watches over us.
We are the presence of God.
Wherever we are, God is, and all is well, and we are richly blessed.
You too, that was so great. Did you guys design the service? Did you guys design the service? I mean,